Opening UFC 264, the main card, the Sugar Show continues as we got Sean O'Malley, aka Sugar, taking on Kris Moutinho. And ultimately, Sean was supposed to be taking on Louis Smolka in this one. I was pretty excited for that contest. Thought it might be a little interesting, but Smolka had to pull out. And off the street, Kris Moutinho is coming in this one, truthfully, with the opportunity of a lifetime on a Connor card against Sean O'Malley. And while it's the opportunity of a lifetime, it's also a tough task. I mean, he is tough, Kris Moutinho. He has a nice recent win over Andrew Salas and is a guy who's been in there with Johnny Cupcakes Campbell, who's killing it over in Bellator, and he's been in there with Tony Gravely, who has some nice UFC wins himself. So he has gone up against some high-level competition, but this one might be the highest level, probably for sure is the highest level. Sugar Sean is 13-1. He would tell you he's 13-0, but he's got obviously the full toolkit, and it'll be interesting to see which weapons he chooses to use against Kris Moutinho in this one. So, what are your thoughts on how they've chosen to open up UFC 264? Are you a little bummed that they didn't give Sean O'Malley the Ricky Simones or the Brian Kelleher's or the Marabs, all these guys that were asking for this fight? Are you surprised at all? Are you bummed at all? And how do you see Sean getting this done over who ultimately they chose, Kris Moutinho?
Yeah, I'm a big Splenda fan. I always pick him if you guys follow the channel. That's my dude. But I would have liked to see him go versus, Rob Duvalish Chili. Like, but also, I'm kind of glad they don't because I would be very scared for Sugar's life. I don't know if he's ready for those heavy ground wrestler, like just pressure nonstop big boys that they're just thick and strong. And I think Sugar would have tough time versus Marab or those kind of fighters. I think the perfect matchup for him. I would have loved to see Sugar Sean versus Dominic Cruz. I think that would have been just the dream fight, and it really would have elevated Sean to maybe the next level. Maybe even a Jose Aldo. Like I think that matchup would have been amazing, but I think that would have been a lot for Sugar to handle. Um, I mean, a little lackluster. I mean, look at 96% of goals O'Malley. It's for a reason. Obviously, I gotta go with my boy. He's getting that KO. Maybe even hits the fadeaway. It hits the Chris Paul. Suns in four. So maybe he gets it done in four punches. That would be epic. But yeah, I gotta go with Sugar. I think he's gonna get it done. Of course, this is kind of a lock, but it's a risky one. I mean, he's what -1,000. In my opinion, there's no fighter or no bet that's ever worth to go with -1,000, even if it's guaranteed. It's just too risky because in the end, it's a fight. Anything can happen.
Yeah, I love that call too. And we know Masvidal already has, the three-piece in the soda, but maybe if Sugar Sean gets that Suns in four of the Suns in four KO, that would be pretty magnificent as well. But I'm with you. I'm gonna stay away from it personally just because that -900 is a little too pricey of a spot. But we also noticed that the under 1.5 is like -155 as well. So Vegas seems to think that this is going to be over before 7.5 minutes expired. Are you as bullish on that? Do you think Sean O'Malley gets this done in the first round? Because there was a headline I saw earlier this week where he said he's attempting to pull off something in this fight that's quote unquote never been done before. So, what are your thoughts on that claim? And do you think he gets this done under 1.5?
I would be very surprised if Chris last one round. Um, I don't know. Maybe this dude just has the ultimate chin and can somehow just survive. Maybe he's going in there just to survive for his boys to get paid out on getting to that third round. You know what I mean? So who knows? Maybe this is what this kid has a goal for: survive 3 rounds. Him and the boys get paid for that. Over. But yeah, I think he's gonna get done first round. I really feel like it's inevitable. And I think that'd be kind of cool if Sean gets his first submission. I feel like this is the perfect dude to kind of drop him and go straight to a submission, and try to secure that first one. That'd be really cool, and it'd be a good test to see how his ground game goes versus this guy. I know this guy just got a submission, so I would hope it actually goes to the ground. Is a longer fight.
Yeah, I hope so as well. Ultimately, though, I'm going with that early finish for O'Malley, just like you. And it'll be, fascinating to see if Moutinho has a Chaos Williams-like debut or a Terrence McKinney-like debut and can somehow, shock the world. But I think a reasonable goal would be to have a sort of Lando Venata debut, right? Whenever Lando debuted against Tony Ferguson, he had his moments. He showed he belonged. And ultimately, it was a fight where he just wasn't the better fighter. So if Moutinho can come in here, earn himself some new fans with just a hell of a performance against Sean O'Malley, one even that he might lose, I think this could be huge for his stock. So I'm hoping Moutinho shows up and opens this card with a bang with O'Malley. But ultimately, this seems like an O'Malley early lock for sure. So
Yeah.
any last thoughts on this bantamweight beef?
No, check out other videos, boys. I mean, throw in the comments. Are you guys most excited to see, Sugar Sean versus Kris, or what other fights you guys looking forward to? Check out other breakdowns and make sure to check out the Meat Lock. You cannot miss it. Yo.